Today we are going to learn about a new topic, that is casting processes and plastic molding. This chapter is for 18 marks in our exam. Casting processes and molding processes. This is a syllabus of our casting processes and molding processes. Pattern making. In pattern making, basic steps in making pattern, types, materials and allowances. We are going to see that. And color coding of patterns. After that, molding, types of molding sands, properties of sands, molding methods, cores and core prints. Elements of gating system, bench and floor molding methods. In casting, we are going to see safety practices, precautions in foundry shop. Furnaces, construction and working of cupola furnace, electric arc furnace, centrifugal casting method and applications. Casting defects, causes and remedies. In plastic, we are going to see about types of plastics, plastic processing like calendaring and vacuum forming, plastic molding methods. In that, we are going to see about compression molding, injection molding, blow molding and extrusion, and applications of plastic molding methods. So let's start. A process based on the property of liquid to take up the shape of the vessel containing it. A cavity of desired shape is made, contained in a mold, carried out in a foundry. Ancient process started 5000 years ago. 50 tons cannon was built in 17th century in Jaipur, used for making arrows, coins, knives, etc. World's largest cannon in Jaipur made by casting. This is the cannon which is made by the casting. And this process is started 5000 years ago. And this cannon built in 17th century in Jaipur. So now we are going to see about basic casting process. These are the processes of casting. First, here in this diagram, one half of the pattern placed over the first pattern, one half of the mold, that is cope. Other half of the pattern placed over the second pattern, and this is other half the mold drag. This is the cope, this is drag. This is the first pattern, this is second pattern, and one half of the pattern, this is the other half of the pattern. This is the assembled molds casting through the gating system, and this solidified casting. Basic terms used in casting are shown in pattern. A replica of the desired part. Pattern means what? Replica of the desired part. Mold. Container with a cavity within divided into house. Cope and drag. This is the house, two house, which is cope and drag. See, this is the cope upper side, and this is the drag which is at the lower side. This is a parting line in between cope and drag. Gating system, network of the channels that deliver molten metal to the cavity. Why the gating system used? Because the molten metal delivered to the cavity. These are the steps in casting: first pattern making, then mold making, melting of metal and pouring, cooling and solidification of metal, cleaning of casting, and inspection. These are the basic steps in casting. Pattern. First we are going to say about pattern. Pattern is what already we have seen that pattern is a replica of the desired product, has somehow different dimensions than the actual part to be manufactured, used to form the mold cavity. Materials which is used for making pattern. Requirements: easily shaped, work, machined and joined. The second requirement is resistant to wear and corrosion. Third requirement: resistant to chemical action, dimensionally stable, easily available at economical. Material: wood, easy availability, low weight and low cost, can be easily shaped. More than 90% casting use wood patterns. So distortions and dimensional changes occur. Relatively lower life, hence suitable for small quantity production. So wood is used in wood patterns are used in casting. Metal, used for large quantity production and for closer dimensional tolerances. Life is more. Then aluminum mostly used. Other metals like cast iron, brass, etc. Plastic. Why we use plastic? Because of low weight, easier formality, smooth surfaces and durability. Do not absorb moisture, so dimensionally stable, corrosion resistant. Polyester hence changes to gaseous state on heating. Disposable patterns hence suitable for single casting. When molten metal is poured into cavity, polystyrene transforms to gaseous state. When molten metal is poured into cavity, that time polystyrene transfers to gaseous state. Used mostly for small and complicated shaped castings. Now we are going to say about types of patterns. The first type of pattern is single piece pattern. Why we use it? Use it for simple shaped and large casting. Pattern and cavity produced by it are completely in the lower class. For example, drag causes difficulty in making the mold. This is the diagram of single piece pattern as shown in this picture. Pouring through is here. This is the cope and this is the drag. Lower side area is drag, upper side cope, and this is the parting line as shown in the picture. Second type is split pattern. In split pattern, what happens? Split pattern models the part as two separate pieces that meet along the parting line of the mold. Two parts are aligned by dowel pin. These are the two separate parts which is aligned by using dowel pin. Loose piece pattern. In loose piece pattern, as per the name, pattern contain one or more than one loose piece. Loose piece is used to make removal of pattern easy from mold box. Loose pieces are attached to main body with the help of dowel pins or wire. First main pattern is drawn and then carefully loose pieces. Molding with this pattern is expensive and require more skill. Fourth type is match plate pattern. In match plate pattern, which is shown in this picture. Plate, this is the plate, this is the cope side, this is the cope side, and this is drag side. Cope side is upper side and this is the drag side which is at the lower side, and this is the plate. Similar to a split pattern, except that each half of the pattern is attached to opposite sides of a single plate. Match plate confirms the parting line. Already we have seen about the parting in last slide. Ensures proper alignment of the mold cavities in the cope and drag, and the runner system can be included on the match plate. Used for larger production quantities, for example engine piston rings. Cope drag pattern. It is similar to split pattern. Each half of the pattern is attached to a separate plate and the mold holes are made independently. Pattern is made in two holes and split along parting line. These two holes are known as cope and drag. Their molding done independently. After molding, they are assembled to form complete mold box, often desirable for larger casting. This is cope and drag pattern. This is the riser pattern here, cope pattern is here, and this is drag pattern. This is a plate and runner pattern is here. This is the runner and this is riser. Now we are going to say about gate patterns. In this pattern of gate and riser or runner are permanently attached to regular pattern. They are used to manufacture multiple casting in one time. Each pattern is connected with common runner. Suitable for pouring small castings and for mass production. It saves labor and time. Gated pattern is used for mass production, where there is a quantity which is more. That time we use gate pattern. Because of this, labor and time save. And one more thing is that because of this manufacturing, multiple castings in one time we can manufacture. Pattern allowances. First is shrinkage or contraction allowance. Second, draft or taper allowance. Third is machining or finish allowance. Fourth is distortion or camber allowance. Fifth, wrapping allowance. This is the shrinkage allowance diagram. Here is the temperature and time. This is the pouring temperature. After that, liquid cooling. Freezing begins here. Freezing begins from this stage to this stage, and this is the freezing completed from start from here to here. This is called local solidification time, and this time, this place to this place is called solidification time, total solidification time. After that, solid cooling in this way. This is the volumetric solidification, contraction or expansion for various cast metals. This is the contraction percentage and expansion percentage. Shrinkage means what? Shrinkage means contraction of metal on solidification. All metals shrink after solidification except grey cast iron that expands on solidification. This is the material: grey cast iron, cast steel, aluminium, magnesium, and these are the dimensions as shown in this table: up to 2 feet, 2 feet to 4 feet or 4 feet. Shrinkage allowance is given inch per feet: 0.125, 0.105, 0.083. This is the draft taper allowance. This is the pattern and this is the parting line. Taper provided by the pattern maker on all vertical surfaces of the pattern so that it can be removed from the sand without tearing away the sides of the sand mold. Why we provide draft and taper allowance? Because removed from the sand without tearing away the sides. To avoid the tearing of the sides, so that we use draft taper allowance. Inner details of the pattern require higher draft than outer surfaces. Commonly applied draft allowance is 1 degree to 3 degree. Means from 1 degree to 3 degree we use it. Due to draft allowance, pattern can easily removed from mold box. Because of draft and taper allowance, we can remove the pattern very easily from mold box. Machining finishing allowance. In machining finishing allowance, the finish and accuracy in sand casting is generally poor. Extra material provided on the casting to enable their machining or finishing to the required size, accuracy and surface finish. So it is added in pattern dimension. Allowance is provided only in machining area. Amount of machining allowance depends upon method of molding and casting used, size and shape of casting orientation, metal used in casting, degree of accuracy and finish required. Machining allowances of various metals is shown in this table, as shown in this table. This is the metal. Dimension is given in inches. Allowance is also given in inches. Distortion allowances. Due to their typical shapes U, V, T, L shapes, casting get distorted during solidification. Distortion is observed in irregular casting so that it shrinks in uneven manner. To avoid this distortion, allowances is provided. Distortions are caused by internal stresses. Due to internal stresses, distortions happen, so which are generated on account of unequal cooling of different sections of castings. It varies from 2 to 20 mm. It varies from 2 to 20 mm. Wrapping allowance. In wrapping allowance, before the withdrawal from the sand mold, the pattern is wrapped all around the vertical faces to enlarge the mold cavity slightly, which facilitates its removal. When pattern is wrapped, mold cavity is enlarged. To account for this, increased pattern size is reduced. This allowance is important in large size casting and precision casting. The amount of wrapping allowance depends upon extent of wrapping, degree of compaction of sand, size of mold, sand type. Color coding. Patterns are colored by using shellac paints. Colors gives protection and identifies the features of patterns. Color scheme is given as below. Color coding is given in this table. First black, second red, yellow, black, red, yellow strips. Black indication is what of this black color, that is unfinished surface on casting. Red color, finished surface on casting. Yellow color, core prints. Black color, parting surface. And red yellow strips used for seats for loose fish. Molding. The term molding process refers to the method of making the mold and the materials used. Molding process have certain features in common. The use of pattern, some type of aggregate mixture comprising a refractory and benders. A means of forming the aggregate mixture around the pattern, hardening of aggregate or developing its bond while in contact with the pattern. Withdrawal of the pattern from the mold. Assembly of the mold and core pieces to make a complete mold. Metal then being poured into the mold. These are the classifications of molding. Molding based on mold material used, based on method used. Based on mold material used, that is sand molding, metallic molding, plaster molding. Based on method used, bench molding, pit molding, floor molding, machine molding. Types of molding sand. First is green sand. Second, parting sand. It is washed and non-sticky sand. It is free from clay and it's dry. Third is the refractoriness. This is the property of molding sand. The ability of molding sand to withstand high temperatures without breaking down or fusing. Permeability, also referred as the porosity, is the property of sand allowed to escape of any air, gases or moisture present in general in the mold when the molten metal is poured into it. It is the function of grain size, grain shape, moisture and clay contents in the molding sand. Cohesiveness. This is also called strength of sand. It is a property of molding sand by virtue which the sand grain particles interact and attract each other within the molding sand. Flowability. It is also called as plasticity, fluidity. It is the ability of the sand to get compacted and behave like a fluid. It will flow uniformly to all portions of pattern when rammed and distribute the ramming pressure evenly all round in all directions. Adhesiveness. It is property of molding sand to get stick or adhere with foreign material. Such sticking of the molding sand with inner wall of the molding box. It helps the sand to retain the mold cavity and stay in the box. This is the collapsibility. Core and core front. These are used to produce holes, projections, cavities in castings. Types of cores. First is horizontal core, vertical core, balanced core, core, and drop core. In a horizontal core, it kept horizontally in the mold box. Its position is along parting line. This is the sand, mold is here, core is here. This is the core, this is the parting line. This is commonly used in foundry. This is vertical core. It is placed vertical in mold box. It occupies cope and drag. This is the diagram of vertical core. Balance core as shown in this diagram. This is the balance core. Only blind holes or holes which are open at one side are produced by balanced casting. In core, it is supported on drag and completely molded in drag. Core serve as core for the mold. This is the diagram of drop core. It is used to produce holes in casting above or below the parting line. Elements of gating system as shown in the figure. This is the runner. Gates are here. This is the core. Draft angle is given here. Already we have seen draft angle should be within 1 to 3 degree. This is the draft. This is the sand. This is upper side area which is called as cope, and this is the lower side area that is called as drag. This is the parting line. This is the riser. This is the runner and this is the riser. Types of molding. First is bench molding. In this method, small mold are made up on bench. This is the slow process and requires labor. Ramming is done manually. Loose piece patterns are used for molding in bench molding. Types of bench molding: 2-box molding, 3-box molding, stacked molding. Floor molding. It is used for medium and part casting. Green sand and dry sand mold are made by this method. It is also called as bending. Examples are wheel, pulleys, plates with ribs, etc. In pit molding, it is used for large casting manufacturing. Molds are baked before pouring. Gates, runner, riser, pouring basin are made in cope. Crane are used to lift the cope and position or drag. Machine molding. It is suitable for large production. Rolling of mold through 180 degree. Types of machines used for making molds are jolt molding machine, jolt squeeze machine, sand slinger. Types of casting methods. First is centrifugal casting. In this process, mold is poured and allowed to solidify running during revolving. Due to rotation of mold, the poured metal is subjected to centrifugal force. Applications are pipes, cylinder liners, bearings, bushings, gears, flywheels, gun barrels, etc. In shell molding, it consists of dump box which is partially filled with silica and thermoelectric resin. This process is used for smooth surface finish. Shell thickness varies from 5 mm to 8 mm. Investment casting. It is also known as lost wax casting, precision casting. This method is used for manufacturing jewelry, dental goods. It involves following steps. Making of wax pattern, sometimes mercury or plastic may be used. Provide wax made gates, runners, risers to the pattern. Complete wax pattern put in box and filled with liquid mold material. Liquid around wax pattern solidifies, form mold. Then mold is heated to 150 degree to 800 degree Celsius to remove wax. Applications: surgical instruments, vanes and blades for gas turbine, wall bodies, reciprocating slides for cloth cutting machine. Now we are going to see about casting defects. Following are the casting defects arises during faulty process in casting. First is blowhole, pinhole, shift, some type casting shifts, short runs, hot tears, cold shuts. Reasons of blowholes are rapid evacuation of gas from mold, lack of porosity in mold box, excess moisture in sand, hard ramming of sand. Remedies: molds and cores are properly vented, avoid hard ramming, proper amount of moisture in sand, proper grain size of sand. Pinholes: high pouring temperature, gas dissolve. In molten metal, gases are not removed properly from molten metal. Sand with higher moisture content. Remedies: maintain pouring temperature, increase flux portion, reducing moisture content in sand. Effective regarding. These are the small holes of less than 2 mm diameter which are on surface or below the surface of the casting. Shift. Why it shifts? Because of core displacement, misalignment of cope and rack, misalignment of two holes of pattern. Remedies are repair or replacement of dowel pins, repair clamping pins. Short run. Why it happens? Because of insufficient metal supply, lack of fluidity in molten material. Molten metal temperature is low, faulty getting system. Remedies: adjust pouring temperature, adjust rate of pouring, modifications in getting system. Hot tears, lack of compatibility of core, high temperature of casting metal, incorrect design of batting system, lack of fillets and corner ready. Remedies: proper solidification, correct pouring temperature, improved compatibility. Now we are going to see about processes of plastics. First is extrusion, injection molding, blow molding, vacuum forming, compression molding, calendering, strip heating, rotational molding. This is the extrusion, this is the die, this is the die, this is the motor, hopper is here, this is the heater, and water cooling area is here. Materials used in extrusion. This extrusion is a part of window sill made from thermoplastic elastomer, that is called as TPE. Injection molding is as shown in the figure. Powder or granules from a hopper into a steel barrel with a rotating screw. The barrel is surrounded by heaters. The screw is forced back as plastic collects at the end of the barrel. This is the injection molding process is here. This is the heater, mold is here, hopper is here, hydraulic system is here. This is the motor. Once a sufficient charge of melted plastic has accumulated, a hydraulic ram forces. When ram forces the screw forward, injecting the thermoplastic through a screw into the mold cavity. Pressure is kept on the mold until the plastic has cooled sufficiently for the mold to be opened and the component ejected. Materials used for injection molding. Normally thermoplastics are used in this process, although a few thermosetting plastics can also be injection molded. Parts of injection molding. These are the parts of injection molding. First, this is split mold. This is heater. This is heater. This is hopper. This is the hydraulic ram is here. This is spreader. This is the spreader. Why we use injection molding? Because to get accurate and complex products with high quality finish. Production is fast with little waste. The mold closes is here. Extruder. A hollow length of plastic called a Parisian is extruded down between the two holes of the mold. This is the extruder. This is also extruder. This mold closes is here as shown in this picture. This is the closed area. This is open area. In this extruder, air in, and in this extruder, compressed air is blown into the inside of the Parisian, which inflates it, pushing the soft plastic hard against the cold surfaces of the mold. The mold is the open. This is the closed mold, and this is the open mold. The mold is then opened, the molding ejected, and the waste collar is trimmed off with a knife. In blow molding, high density polyethylene and low density polyethylene are both commonly used for blow molding. This is the blow molding. In blow molding, what happens? Air is blown into a plastic tube called a parison to take the shape of the mold, used to make bottles and hollow toys. This is the air supply. Mandrel is here. This is the split mold closing, and this is the extrusion, plastic extrusion here. Vacuum forming is as shown in this figure. This is the vacuum forming. Mold is attached to platen, support plate. The platen and the mold are then lowered and rigid thermoplastic sheet materials is clamped onto a airtight gasket and usually heated from above. And in this air is blown into the raise. The sheet is in a slight bubble before the plate is raised, bringing the mold into contact with the plastic. Many types of thermoplastics are suitable for vacuum forming. The most popular is high impact polystyrene, that is HIPS. It is relatively cheap, comes in a wide range of colors, and is easy to form. This is the compression molding. In compression molding, this is the hydraulic press, insulating plate, heated mold. This is the finished product series, and this is perform of the powdered plastic. This is the hydraulic press, which is pressed on this area. This is the heated mold, insulating plate is here, finished product. Components are ejected from the mold and any excess material formed at the edge flash is removed. Materials used: typical thermosetting plastics used in compression molding are compression molding. This is the compression molding. This is the preheated molding powder is here, heated platen is here. This is the heater, this is the die. Measured quantity of powder. This is the item which is removed from the mold. This is the calendering. This yellow color shows the feed rollers. This color shows the cooling rollers. This is the cooling roller. This is nip roller. This is tension control. This is used for tension control. And this color is shows that teacup roller. In calendering involves rolling out a mass of pre-mixed plastics material between large rollers to form a continuous and accurately sized film. The process begins with the ingredients being blended and fluxed in a mixing mill at approx 100 degrees Celsius. Materials used for calendering. The main material used is PVC. Other include ABC and cellulose acetate. Rotational molding is shown in this figure. This is the sectional view of this rotational molding. This is the rotational molding. Materials used for rotational molding is 90% of rotational molding are made from polyethylene, used mainly to manufacture hollow shape products such as footballs, road cones and storage tanks up to 3 meter cube capacity.